Alright, greetings YouTube world. Just wanted to show y'all my new setup for mobile mechanic. I had a minivan and had a Mazda 5, used a Ford Escape for a little bit, and just thought I'd go ahead and do it big. So here it is. Got floodlights. Oh man, got my toggle switch over here for the lights. My toolbox tour. I'll try to keep it pretty organized, and I've made about 2 or 3 trips, probably about 10 miles, 10-15 miles, and everything has stayed where it should. Everything electric, so I don't have to have hardly any air. My diagnostics box got a camera, a scope camera, meter, test lights, handy little quick test light. Love that thing. Quick diagnostics and stuff. And air hammer. That's about the only thing I use air for. So I keep a little tank there. Hammers just so they don't junk up my box. I don't need them that often, but all my ball joints, my tire locks, that's for fan clutches for the air hammer. Let's get them fan clutches off super easy. Chassis ears for rattles. I think there's a radiator pressure test kit back there. We've got pulley puller, jumper cables just in case, a few little other odds and ends, power probe with a short detector, a few compression testers, my charging station, keep my batteries charged up at all times for everything. These are great little lights, Harbor Freight. I think they're like $24 or so, my go-to, and I will go through probably one a month just from losing them and sticking them places. They stick so well. I've had customers come back to me and they will still be stuck on the bottom of the car. It's not good, but they work really well. Sometimes I just get so busy. I'm booked out a week right now, and I just got this going. So transitioning from my lift in my shop to going back to mobile. But jump box. This is my thermal camera. Very nice. Makes diagnosing cooling systems, AC systems, wheel bearings, brake calipers, locking up, everything like that. Super great. I got AC gauges, smoke detector, very handy. Need a smoke detector. Amazon, I think it was like $150. Great. I use that probably once a week or once every 2 weeks. You have your brake cleans, hand cleaner, starting fluid, brake fluid. Don't have all my transmission fluids, antifreezes, oils. Don't really plan on doing oil changes. That's honestly, there's no money in it, unless you buy in bulk and just don't really want to get into that. I'd much rather do diagnostics and minor repairs. And vacuum pump. That thing will pull some vacuum. Very nice. It's what I use to pull vacuum on AC systems, actually. So that way I don't even have to carry a vacuum pump with me. Try to keep this thing as light as possible and use the least amount of tools to get the job done efficiently. Freon, couple jack stands. I've got 2 more. I gotta go in here. Aluminum jack. Try to keep the weight down. Some glass mat 31 series batteries. 2000 watt inverter. Of course, everything's up on fuse boxes. Did an awesome job of wiring that up, my electrician. Solar panels on top. Got 2 100 watt panels going out. 12 volt TV, 12-volt monitor for running a Samsung DeX. So I'm using my phone for my invoices, printing, wiring schematics, wiring diagrams, everything mobily. I'm going to get me a printer, probably stick it right there. Toner printer. It's a lot cheaper to print and get more efficient mouse keyboard, so that way I don't have to type on my little phone. I can actually use my little 10-inch screen. So we'll see how that works. I may upgrade to a bigger screen in the future. This is all my supplies, zip ties, AC fittings, everything that is supplies and my specialty tools. I don't keep no specialty tools there. That's for everyday stuff. If I need anything for specific to Ford or anything like that, I've got like the Ford deep spark plug socket and everything in there. Got me 2 poles here. It's actually electrical conduit because I have a canopy set up on the back of this thing. And there's my my logo. Try to keep it professional. I had my decals made. PVC, and the poles should slide in there 2 to 3 foot, however much I need. So it will give me a little bit of working room. Or I say working room, give me a little bit of shade out of the elements and weather when need be. These are my floodlights. So if I get called out at night, this is makes it nice. Got road flares in there, just in case I'm on the side of the road. People don't like to move. Set out some road flares and get them out of the way. But I think that's about it. I got my ramps, so that way if I want to do transmission service or anything like that, there's the ramps for it. And I think that is about everything. Like I said, I've only caught one job, and that was some wheel studs today. Didn't plan on actually going mobile until the start of this next week. So a little test run, it's a compression tester. Coming in a package without a case. I normally don't buy tools without cases, just because cases stack well, they keep your tools organized, looks way better. But that one there was a last minute purchase when my other compression tester gave out on me. So LED lights. It's being in Texas, it gets super hot down here, so I may end up putting some foam insulation up here. This is a little less than a 1/4 inch plywood on the walls here. Come like that. I built the shelf. Got me my electric ratchet and my charger, and I also got a 12-volt charger that I ran these two. So I've got a DeWalt 12-volt charger. I plan on keeping there so I can keep one charged at all times. And I got a 12-volt air compressor that I'm gonna hook up here just to charge my little air tank there. So, and then that way I can air up a tire or use my air hammer to get fan clutches loose. I'm a big fan of that. I hate trying to beat and bang and use big wrenches on that kind of stuff. Just some cheap wire roll, some Harbor Freight. I like Harbor Freight supplies for the most part. It keeps costs down, and I can strip 5-6 foot of that just for a test wire and throw it away, and it will not won't affect the cost as much. So that's it. Shelves come from Lowe's. I think I was looking at some nice van shelves or building something, but I think these are stronger and weigh a lot less, and they are screwed together. I've got just about everything screwed together, because these things aren't all that sturdy. And I've also got screws there going, hold them this way, and then I've got screws to the wall every foot or so, so they're pretty secure. That's it. If y'all got any questions or comments, anything you would like to see me do, spend a lot of money on this setup to try to get it looking professional, get me efficient, that way I can move job to job. Not sure I want a new system on how to do a customer queue base, so it's not really an appointment. Super hard to make appointments when you're mobile, because you just don't know how the job's going to go. You could go out there for noise and it could end up being a failed lifter or something like that. Customers don't know how to explain themselves. When a customer calls me about a squeak or a noise, I'm always ride with them, because I could hear 10 different other squeaks that customer don't hear, but they're worried about the squeak that isn't the bad one, but that's what they're worried about. So I can go in efficiently, fix the noise they want me to fix without spending a whole bunch of money and going above and beyond for the repairs, the cost. So that's it. I try to be the best around, that's for sure. But I would like to see other setups. So, like my channel, subscribe. I'll probably, in about a month or so, I'll do an update, and let's see what we've had to add, maybe take off. I don't like carrying a whole bunch of stuff that I don't need. If I need something I need once every 2 or 3 months, I won't keep it on here. I know if the job's coming up and I may need it, I'll put it on here. Parts, I'll carry a few common parts, fuses, relays, few bulbs, stuff like that I may need. But as far as hard parts, I'm not going to keep them on. I'll keep some heater hose and stuff like that, coolant bypass hoses, probably some quick connects. There's a few T's just to get people off the side of the road. But if I know I'm going to a job, even if the customer supply their own parts, I'm still going to get the parts and have them on me, because I've ran into customers ordering parts online. It's about a 50-50 shot of whether they got the right parts to do the job. And that keeps me from having to run back into town or call my local O'Reilly's or AutoZone and have them try to deliver them to me or meet me somewhere, just to save time and fuel costs. So, but yeah. So I will catch y'all in about a month and let y'all know how it goes.